Tony Mangia here for Chow Down. I'm going to show you a quick recipe I have. It's called chicken with olives. Right here, I started cutting up some chicken. This is chicken breast, actually chicken. So this is a full breasted chicken right here. So I'm going to cut it in half, trim some of this fat off, and then we'll get started. I am using chicken that I purchased this morning at Whole Foods, and it is air chilled chicken. So this isn't the mass-produced stuff that you can find in a lot of other supermarkets. This is just the fat you want to take off. You want to trim. I'm also going to cut the breast into a little bit smaller pieces. So you got one there, another one there. Same thing with this. We'll trim it right there. There's a little bit of fat right here. It's always important whenever you're dealing with, even though if it could be free range or any other kind of chicken, you always should wash your hands. So I'm going over to the sink. I'm going to wash my hands right now. Grab my towel over here. I'm big on washing hands. What we're going to do is, I'm going to wash them again actually. So we're going to do this, we're going to just separate the chicken. I want to season them with a little bit of salt and some pepper. It's always good to season your meat product before you put it into the your dish. Some pepper, freshly cracked black pepper. Flip it over so you get both sides. Alright, again wash the hands. In the meantime, we turn on the, I'm making this with broccoli, sauteed broccoli, and also with some white rice. Okay. So we're going to turn on this stove right here. This should be getting nice and hot. So again, this is chicken with olives, and I have the white rice I already cooked. That's I'll go off to the side. We'll warm that up later. I also pre-blanched. I blanched my my broccoli, and we'll saute that off with a little bit of garlic later on as well. This dish here takes about 20 minutes to make. So you want your pan nice and warm, nice and hot before you begin to cook. I'm using this extra virgin olive oil. I prefer to cook with extra virgin olive. This is from the Italian Riviera in northern Italy. So we're going to do we'll do one turn around the pan. Close that up. Make sure the whole pan is all coated. Okay. You want to just brown your chicken first. So let's bring the chicken closer. Make sure this gets nice and hot. It's important to have a hot pan. Hot pan, nice and it gives a nice seal to the meat product. So it's getting warm. Almost there. Again, I am Tony Mangia. This is Chow Down. Okay. This little Leo is walking around today. Little doggy. Okay. Fried chicken. Chicken's down. Wash my hands again. The rice I made it's a basic long grain white rice. I made a basic long grain white rice. It is 1 cup of rice and 2 cups of boiling water, a little butter, a tablespoon of butter, and some salt. Let's get this going. Let me grab a pair of tongs. Around a little bit so it doesn't stick. Once I flip these over, I'm going to put in some garlic I had just sliced up. You don't want it too thin. You want it kind of a nice, maybe about a quarter of an inch thick or so. You know, obviously, chicken is done when chicken has to be cooked all the way through, so it should be nice and white. This will take about 20 minutes to cook, like I said. Okay. with the chicken. Gotta get a little bit of white color on this side. Now I'm going to add my garlic. I'm going to lower the heat just a touch. You don't want the garlic to brown. You don't want it to burn. You want it just to soften it up. You call it almost like a sweat. Same thing you do with onions. You sweat onions. You don't want to turn it. You don't want it to brown. It already smells nice with the garlic, the olive oil. Move it around the pan. This is a dish that I've been eating since I was a kid, a little kid. My parents used to make this dish. Again, like I said, it was one of those fast dishes when everybody was busy coming home from work or school. This is something easy to throw together for the family. Okay. What I have here is olives, green olives with the sweet peppers or sweet pimentos. So I'm using 2 full containers of the olives. All right, that's going to come into the put into the pan right now. All right, so we're doing 2 full jars, juice and all. The juice and all are going to go in. Okay, that's 1. Here comes 2. The juice kind of makes the sauce for the. We're going to raise it up a little bit so it comes to a boil. Always work clean if you can. It's the most important thing. What I'm going to do now is I have a dry white wine. This is a Sauvignon Blanc from the Napa Valley. It's actually a Beringer we're using today. You use whatever you have on hand. I mean, I do try to suggest that when you're cooking, you cook with what you're going to drink. You know, don't use something. You know, don't go with a cheap cooking wine they call it. It's just loaded with salt. So I'm using 1 jar of wine to add to my chicken dish right here. Put it off to the side, put this off to the side. Get a cork of white wine. We'll actually be drinking a little bit of that with the dish later on. Let's move this around a little bit. And what's nice about this, when you add it to the rice kind of absorbs this juice, this sauce. It really won't thicken up that much. I am going to cover this. Once this comes to a boil, I'm going to cover the chicken. Bring it to a boil, cover it, let it sit for 20 minutes, let it cook for 20 minutes. We'll come back, I'll show you how to do some broccoli, and then we'll put it all together at the end. So this is again Chow Down with Tony Mangia. Be right back.